Morning everybody, Robert and Michelle here, More to Life Outdoors. We're actually getting ready to go on a little multi-day backpacking trip, 3 days, 2 nights. It's kind of become an annual thing for us. We call it our annual anniversary hike. Been doing this for the last few years. That's more who we are. We're not into the candlelight, fancy dinners. We like nature. Right now, behind us here, this is the Yankee Fork. This is what we basically call the Yankee Fork, our home away from home. But our trip this year, we're going to go 3 days, 2 nights up to the Vanity Lakes in the Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness. We've been up there before, but it's been a little while.
It's been 15 years since we've been up there.
So
15 years, but and there's been a couple fires that have gone up through there, so we have no idea what it's actually going to look like, but it was pretty at one point in time, and it's in the Frank Church, so you can't go wrong there.
Yep, that's our goal.
And good fishing. It was
good fishing. Oh yeah,
the
fishing up there was 15 years ago was insane. But lately we've been getting a lot of questions regarding our water. How do we handle our water? Because to be honest with you, a lot of our hikes and our backpacking, we talk about filtering water, but we don't always show what and how we're doing it. So I don't know if we're going to show how we're doing it, but we're at least going to discuss with you what we've been using, what we're looking to go to. And then after we kind of talk about that, we're also, because the other question comes up is electrolytes. You know, do you use electrolytes? So we use a couple different ones, so we're going to cover that as well. But our first water filter we're going to talk about is the Katadyn Hiker Pro. To be honest with you, this is one that we have been using for many years. This is actually the newer one. This is only a couple years old. I actually have another one. This is our original one. I upgraded to a little newer version here a few years ago. Really like this unit, other than its size and weight, I guess. But the nice thing is because it's the pump style, you can pump and fill water bottles pretty quick. The other thing I like about it is it has a replaceable filter element. Excuse the flies. And then it also has a silt membrane on the outside of the filter, which if you get into a crux, you can pull this apart. You can actually, as long as you leave the cap on the clean side, you can attempt to wash this and clean it out if it gets a little clogged up, which, to be honest with you, I had to do a time or two. But great little unit, other than the weight and the size. The other thing is I've got this one set up so that if I'm pumping water with this, the hydration bladders we carry in our packs, I have a quick connect set up so I can refill these using the Katadyn Hiker Pro without having to remove them from the packs. That's the other advantage. We don't use the bladders a lot. One, because it's a lot of weight on our backs. But like when we did the Trans-Zion Traverse, there were several sections that we did there was a lot of dry camping. And so we would pack extra water.
Yeah, hiking or backpacking in Idaho, you don't really need to carry a bladder like this, because there's so many creeks and lakes that you can filter water from, you know, along the trail. So you don't really need to carry excuse me, you don't really need to carry extra weight.
Yeah, you don't have to carry a lot of extra water, because at least most areas we go, there's plentiful water. The other thing we started using a couple years ago, and this is again because we were going on longer hikes and getting into areas where there wasn't plentiful water, we had got these Hydro Pack bladders. They're nice, small, compact bladders. This particular one is a 4-liter. We have a 4-liter and a 3-liter. Again, if you've watched our Trans Zion Traverse, you know we had to utilize these. One thing I do like about these is, there it is, it has a filter element that can be installed right into the bladder. So use this a lot, to be honest with you, like for cooking, making coffee and stuff. We'll have dirty water in the bladder and then use the filter, fill our pot, and it works great. Again, this is kind of one of our first step into lightweight. Michelle's going to demonstrate how it actually goes right on the bladder itself.
Just like this.
It's a little hard to do right now because it's not full of water.
Just like this, and then it twists on. Just like that.
But I've been using this for the last couple of years. Has worked well. Again, the element, I'm probably going to order a new one here this year after this season. But they're not, I think they were about $35 for the element. And the bladders, to be honest with you, about the same price. But it gives you a nice lightweight option, but also gives you the opportunity to carry extra water if needed. Something that we purchased, and to be honest with you, we haven't put into use yet, is the famous Sawyer Squeeze. Nice lightweight option. This is the whole element right here, and then it comes with a couple 1-liter bladders or bags. But we have not put this into use yet. So our goal this trip, I'm going to try and break these in and see how it works. Again, a nice lightweight option. If we like it, the one thing I do know I want to do though is I'll probably upgrade these. I've seen where there's a couple 2-liter options that'll work on this, or 3-liter options. So if this works well, I'll look at probably investing into one of those larger bladders. A lot of the other backpackers out there utilize this just because it is small and compact, and so we're going to give it a try. We're always open to new things, and you know, that's the other thing. If you guys are, what are you using for your water? What do you like? What do you not? What do you don't like out there? Because we're always open to suggestions and looking at new ideas, and that's, we've been backpacking 20-ish years, but I would consider us old school.
Yeah, we're not the lightest packers at the moment, but we do carry smart water bottles. That's what we carry our water in, because these are light, and yeah, basically because they're light, when you finish drinking your water, there's really no weight to these at all.
There are a couple reusable versions of these that have come out recently, and we've started looking into those to see, evaluate cost and things like that. What we do with these is, you'll notice this one's got a clean label. This one's got a scratched out label. This is for clean water. This is for clean water, but this is the bottle we would mix our ultralights, our electrolytes. That way we keep one clean for cooking and just drinking plain water, and then this one is what we use to, again, mix our electrolytes. Anything to add on that? So this is a good transition to be able to talk about electrolytes. Electrolytes are very, very important, but you also need to make sure you drink lots and lots of water along with your electrolytes. So what we've used for a number of years,
Ultimate. We've been using these for, I don't even know how long, a long time. At least 5 years, if not longer, but they come in little packets like this, and you can just put that in directly in your water bottle. There's lots of flavors. This one is a tropical variety pack. It has blue raspberry, pink lemonade, watermelon, and passion fruit in it, but you know, they have orange and cherry pomegranate, blue raspberry, lemonade, pink lemonade, all kinds of different flavors. Great, that you can buy also. This just happens to be the one we have right now.
yeah, and to be honest with you, before we went to this a number of years ago, we used the good old fashioned Gatorade. We prefer the sugar-free, but we did that before we started using the Ultimas.
Well, this is free of sugar. It's gluten-free, it's keto-friendly, and no artificial sweeteners in it, which is why I like it. So the second thing that we use, that we've started using within the last couple of years, is Element. And these are just some variety packs. The one on here is citrus salt, raspberry salt, orange salt, and watermelon salt. And then this one is a chocolate. It has 4 chocolate mint, 4 chocolate chai, and 4 chocolate raspberry. But this is seasonal. You can only get this in the winter time, I think. So I've had this for a bit, just waiting for summer. And we haven't actually tried the chocolate ones, so we'll be
experimenting.
Sharing how we like the chocolate ones on this trip. And then the other thing that we use, this is not really electrolytes, it's more of an energy multiplier. Sorry about the flies. They're kind of terrible down here by the river. But this is liquid IV. This one happens to be, I think it's pronounced yuzu pineapple. And it's actually pretty good, and it works, you know, has some coffee berries in it, and gives you a little bit more energy if you're lacking some energy as you're backpacking. So we also use this occasionally, not too often.
Another one we use is Noon Hydration. We have a couple different flavors.
This one's blackberry vanilla, but that's more for you to take at night because it's for rest, help you sleep after a long day of hiking.
Then we have the tri-berry and the citrus fruit.
And these, there's different kinds of noons. These are the sport hydration ones. So they are actually, you know, pretty good and work really well for electrolytes also. We probably should mention the fact that we are not sponsored by any of these products at all. We're just sharing them with you to let you know what it is that we personally use, but we would appreciate any feedback, and if you know you use something different, we'd love to know what you use as well.
Always, we're looking to grow and improve our stuff, and again, sorry about the flies, but hey, this is nature. We're always looking to improve. Again, we're kind of budget backpackers, because again, we're not sponsored by anybody. But as we have funds and we decide there's something we want to try, we upgrade. I know we've been doing that over the years with some of our equipment, and obviously we mentioned the Sawyer. This is new to us, so we're hoping to give it a try. But if you've got something out there that works really good, share it with us. We'd love to find out about it.
I guess the last thing we'd like to talk about is what we're sitting on. Yes, we carry chairs with us when we backpack because we went on a couple backpacking trips. One of them was out the Loon Creek Trail to the Loon Creek Hot Springs, and there wasn't really any spot to sit down out there. It was quite barren and it was hot. The wind was actually blowing really hard, and it felt like, I don't know, felt like we were in Arizona that day, because I think it was up in the 90s on that hike that day. But we didn't have any place to sit down once we got out there. It was about 6.5 miles to where we camped, and yeah, we just wanted to sit down and relax for the evening, and found it difficult. So during the winter time, we researched what we could take backpacking that was ultra light, and we came across these Helinox Zero chairs, and that's basically what they are. Very light. I think they weigh about a pound.
A little over a pound. It's like 1 pound, 1 ounce.
And they fold out really, really tiny, and they're very comfortable to sit in.
And when we do a lot of these multi-day hikes, you know, there's days where we do, you know, 11, 12, 13 miles. Yes, I know some people do 20. Good for you. You're also not 60 years old. But after a good long day of hiking, it's nice to have a nice comfortable place to just kind of kick back and relax, sit by the river, eat your dinner, nice back support. So the extra pound that these add to our packs, well worth it. Worth it.
Definitely worth it. And then also, you know, when you get up in the morning and make your coffee, same thing, sit down, you have a place to sit and, you know, drink your coffee in
eat your breakfast.
In comfort, and eat your breakfast in comfort, and not on the ground.
Alrighty, I think we want to wrap this up because we didn't want this to be a long video. We wanted to get this put together and put out to you because we've got the 2 other videos that are next in our line are actually both really long videos, and that's why we didn't have one out last week, because we just ran out of time. And the one video that we're working on right now still needs some work. So we wanted to put this together so you didn't forget about us. But as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hey, it's free, but it definitely helps us out a lot. And as always, get outdoors and experience life.
Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you on our next video.
Goodbye.